Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel for our final season 13 episode review, The Son of Lilly. The final battle continues with the ninja, Upply, Geckos, and Muns fighting back against the skeletons and Griefbringer. Meanwhile, Cole is fighting the Skull Sorcerer, and the Skull Sorcerer reveals to Cole that the two blades aren't magical and that they don't have any power, and he destroys them in front of Cole. And then Vanya, Wu, and the guards arrive just on time to buy Cole some time, but they can't help Cole not any longer because the Skull Sorcerer starts to torture Cole. But then Cole has a flashback of his mother, with him remembering what she told him to only stand up to those who are cruel or unjust. Then he unlocks the Spinjitzu burst in a really awesome scene and destroys the skull of Hazada, with him destroying his army too, and with also the Skull Sorcerer being defeated and the guards taking the Skull Sorcerer to prison. Then we see everyone go back up to the surface, where we see Vanya is made the new queen and the new ruler of the kingdom of Shintaro. And then we see the ninja say goodbye to everyone, and they get back onto the bounty, where Wu says that he doesn't want to go home yet, that he wants to go on another adventure, another journey, and they basically say that they go where the wind takes them. Alright, first, let's talk about the amazing fight scene in the episode with Cole versus the Skull Sorcerer, because just wow, that was an amazing scene, amazing fight scene, and I absolutely loved it. I think Cole having faith in the blades and also in his mother's legacy was great, and I like how while the Skull Sorcerer was torturing Cole with the skull of Azadar and mocking him and torturing him, he has a flashback of his mother, and I think that's an amazing scene, and I think that the fight scene between the Skull Sorcerer and Cole was very amazing, and I really just like it, and I think it has so much emotion, and I just really love that scene. Now I just want to talk more about the Blades of Deliverance, because they are basically like the dragon armor in season 9, with them not having any abilities of all powers, and I think that really works well, and I think that I really like that type of plot with the blades not having any type of powers or anything, with them just like being like powerless, and I think that serves as a great purpose for this story in the episode and in the season. So I think that's really cool. But now let's talk about the burst, the Spinjitzu burst, which I think it is the ultimate moment of this episode, because I think when Cole unlocks his Spinjitzu burst was really amazing, and I think it's how the burst looks is really amazing, and the scene was very emotional, moving with the soundtrack and with everything that's happening in the scene fits very well, and I'm very happy that they did that. Then the other fight scene that takes place in the episode with the Muns, Geckos, Upply, and Ninja fighting back against the skeletons in Griefbringer. And I think that fight scene during the episode was really good too. And I think some of the animation was great as well. I like the one scene where the camera moves around a lot, with showing everyone fighting back against the skeletons, with showing everything that's happened, with showing everything that's happening. And I think it's really awesome, and it's a really good fight scene that's happening in the episode and everything. And I think that Wild Brain and DHX did a great job with the animation, and a lot of the characters' backgrounds and shots looked really awesome, and the fighting in this episode is a big highlight of the episode. And I'm just really happy that the final fight was split up into like 2 episodes, then it just happening in just one episode, and it just like being all rushed and stuff. So I'm happy that it's not rushed, just like season 12's finale. So I'm happy that it was not rushed. Now, next, let's talk about Cole. Now, finally, we get his season. It's just all about Cole, which I'm so happy with, because I feel like that Cole should have gotten his season like a while ago, which I'm still happy that he did just get one now. And I think that this is his best season yet. Like, I think it's his best role yet in Ninjago, alongside with season 8, because I think it's really good for him, and I think it's what this season makes his character much more better, because everyone already loves his character, and as well as I do, because I really enjoy his character. But I think that these, like, all of his moments are really good, and I think he just needed a lot more screen time and just a season all for himself, and a lot more character moments for him and stuff, which he did get in this season, which is amazing. And I think that he already is a great character in the series, but I think he just needed like a better role in the season and everything. Now he finally does have his big role, which is in season 13. So I think this is his biggest role in the Ninjago, and I think it's his best role overall in Ninjago. Then for Vanya, I thought she was a pretty good character and I really enjoyed her through the season, and I thought her becoming the queen was cool, and I did see it coming from a mile away, and I thought it was very awesome and everything. So I really liked that scene, and also her interactions with Cole at the end of the episode was very nice as well. So I only have two problems with this episode because I really enjoyed this episode and I really loved it, but I thought the Skull Sorcerer didn't have a good conclusion to his story. I really liked his character, but I thought that he should have had a better conclusion. I still thought he had a better conclusion to Vex's and the Ice Emperor's story, but I kind of feel like that he should have had a better conclusion to his story. So I feel like that they could have made it into a better way. Also, I don't like how the Skull of Hazardar gets destroyed and everything goes back to normal, and with all the army getting destroyed. Like, I think it like kind of reminds me of season 11's ending with the ice castle and everything being like all destroyed and stuff. But I kind of feel like that they shouldn't have done it that way. But I still think that they still did it better than season 11's endings, because I still think the Master of the Mountain did it in a much more better way. So the plot of the episode was amazing and I absolutely loved it, and I think the two episodes, like the finale being split up into two episodes, was amazing. So I really enjoyed the plot for the episode and with all the action. As for characters, I thought Cole was amazing in the episode, and I thought the fight scene that he had with the Skull Sorcerer in the episode was amazing, and him having the flashback with his mother while he was being tortured, it was really good. And I also thought that him unlocking Suspension to Burst was amazing and I absolutely loved that. And I also thought that Princess Vania was pretty good as well, and the Upply and Ninja were good as well, and the Months and Geckos. As for the action, I thought it was all amazing and I absolutely loved it all, and especially the fight between the Skull and the Skull Sorcerer, and the Geckos and Months and Upply fighting back against the Skeletons and Griefbringer was really good. For emotion, I think it was good and everything, like some of the emotions with Cole in the episode was great. As for the ending, I thought it was a great finale for the season, and I think the Ninja and Wu not going home yet, but them going for another adventure is great, and I think we'll see where they will go, where the next adventure will take place in season 14. But overall, this was an amazing episode and I loved it. So I have to rate it a 10 out of 10 because this ending, like the finale for this episode, was absolutely amazing. But thanks for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and make sure to leave a like and subscribe and share your thoughts of the episode and the finale of the season in the comments, and I will see you all in the next video.